talking with the American Idol Season 7 star. I hope you get his point of view on tattoo preservation.
David, do you have any tattoos?
Oh my gosh.
I think that was it. Thank you. You turned it up. I think it's, yeah. I think that's better. I think so, yeah.
Well, hey guys, at 9:18 in 2007, at just 16 years old, David Archuleta was thrust into superstardom as runner-up on Season 7 American Idol.
You know, I don't have tattoos, but I don't know how I would feel about preserving the skin of a loved one.
Okay, so you're in.
Oh, I was one of those people who's like, okay, I probably shouldn't have eaten that breakfast after listening to that, but.
Exactly. All right, so let's get straight to it. I loved watching you on American Idol. First of all, how did you get into singing? Like, how did this all come about?
I started, you know, my parents are both performers. My dad plays trumpet. My mom, she's from Honduras, so she's into like salsa music and performing like that, dancing. And I just kind of followed them, but mainly with Les Miserables. My dad showed me a Les Miserables tape while we were moving to keep us entertained, and I couldn't stop watching it. I couldn't stop rewinding it.
Okay.
It was the 10th anniversary tape, and I was hooked, and that's just ever since I've been singing.
And so then you went on to American Idol. What was that experience like?
It was crazy. It was amazing because, I mean, so many people were watching. I didn't realize how many people watched it until I would go out. Like, we would go shopping or get something to eat, and all these people were just coming up to me and talking, and it blew my mind. Your life changes so quickly once you're on TV and people are watching you every week, and people feel like they know you, and it was amazing. It helped you gain a fan base, helped you be heard.
Right. And you were young at the time. You were, what, 16 when you were doing that?
16 and 17
16
when it ended,
and 17.
Yeah.
So, but that was a big shift for you personally, going through American Idol, then kind of having that fame, and that then kind of shifted your mission, your purpose a little. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, I was released some albums, was touring and performing, and had this fan base, but I felt like something was missing.
Yeah. And
people were telling me, you should be on cloud 9 right now. You must be the happiest you've ever been because look, everyone knows who you are and you're so popular. And I was like, you know what? For some reason, even with all these things that people tell you brings happiness, I wasn't feeling that happiness.
You weren't necessarily fulfilled.
Yeah, I took a 2-year break to be a missionary for my church, and I was in South America, Chile. And it was a total, like, 180 change because suddenly it was all about, from going to the spotlight on you to suddenly nothing about you. It was all about serving other people and bringing people to God and teaching them about Christ. And it just totally, it filled that space. I was like, this is what I was missing. I was so caught up in myself and like trying to get people to like me more and try to get, fame, to feed the career I chose. But when I took that time away, it was just like, this is what life's about. Like, no one knows who I am, and I'm just going and doing little things for these people, but it was exactly what I needed. And so I learned so much about myself, and I made this album kind of talking about the things I learned.
Right.
And,
so tell us more about Postcards in the Sky, what it personally means for you.
Postcards in the Sky for me is, a lot of things that I went through was not feeling like I was heard. There are a lot of controlling people in my life, and I thought, I wonder who else has gone through that. Maybe emotional abuse or controlling situations, or feel like they don't matter, they're not important. And I was like, this message is for them, to help them know that they have a voice, help them know that they can let their postcards out. That's kind of the message in your heart. Let them out and let your voice be heard, because you matter, you're validated. And there's something more to this life than sometimes the world shows us. There's so much more. There's a deeper part of us that we can connect to, and we can find a peace of mind and a peace in this life that sometimes we just overlook. So that's my goal, to help people find that listening to the album.
Exactly. Well, I think it's amazing. After the break, we're actually going to hear one of your performances, Invincible. What is that song about?
Invincible is about the war within myself that I've had. Sometimes I feel like I'm my own worst enemy, holding myself back. All the negative thoughts I can hear saying you're not good enough, or you're going to fail, why even bother? But I'm learning you don't have to be perfect. Even if you fall, it's not over yet. You can get back up and keep going and be happy. And so that's what Invincible is about.
And I was going to say, I think that a lot of people can relate and could really, hear that message. And by the way, you are here because
That's
you're
right.
performing tonight. Tell us more about that.
I'll be performing, in Alexandria, Virginia, at the Birchmere.
At the Birchmere, right?
Yeah, so I'm excited. Virginia was the first 2 solo shows I ever had were in Virginia, and it's fun to be back finally. This is the first time after those first shows I ever did coming back to this area, and so I'm excited.
Oh, well, it's just come full circle, and we're so excited to have you, so you can still get tickets for that performance tonight at 7:30. I'm personally excited to hear Invincible, so we will have that coming up right after the break. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us. More of Good Morning Washington after this. Don't miss David Archuleta tonight at the Birchmere, and now he is here with a special preview performing the track Invincible.
I started a war. I sent out the battle cry, and I've been here before, fighting me, myself, and I. When I try to prove that I'm never gonna lose, I push too hard, I push too far. Try to be brave till it's more than I can take, so many times till I realize. Take a breath, look at how you're trying to think it to death. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. Take a step, even if you fall, it ain't over yet. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. Oh. I stepped back so I could see how bad it can get when I'm the enemy. Oh, I put my weapons down until I found a better way, a better way. Yeah. I'll never change if I'm too afraid to break. Got to let it go. Let the whole world know to take a breath. Look at how you're trying to think it to death. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. Take a step, even if you fall, it ain't over yet. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. You'll never know how strong you are till you're strong enough to let your armor fall. Yeah. Take a breath. Look at how you're trying to think it to death. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. Take a step, even if you fall, it ain't over yet. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. Take a breath, look at how you're trying to think it to death. If you're in the crossfire, don't forget that you don't have to be invincible. Take a step,
to be